1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas and the radio home for Ottawa University Brave Sports, welcomes you to this broadcast of OU Brave Softball. Our coverage is brought to you by Quality Structures, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Brave Softball on KOFO is also brought to you by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, and Arvest Bank. Now let's go to the field for OU Brave Softball. Here's KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Great Bend Sports Complex in Great Bend, Kansas, for the first round of the KCAC softball tournament as the number 1 seeded Ottawa University Braves take on the number 8 seeded St. Mary Spires. Hello, everyone. Casey Weeder, joined by Matt Kincaid, as Ottawa looks to do the double as they won the regular season just a week and a day ago, 8 days ago, trying to do it for the second year in a row. First time Ottawa has won regular season back-to-back titles since 2010, 2011, and they try and win the tournament here in a what is finally a sunny Great Bend, Matt.
Yeah, the last couple of days, a lot of rain here. The local Chamber of Commerce Committee, the Recplex people have done a great job. We're helped out this year. All the fields are turf, at least infield. That's made a huge difference with probably, a couple inches of rain over the last couple of days. But sun's out, beautiful day here in Great Bend for sure.
It is going to be a jam-packed day for us here with KOFO. As Ottawa, the softball will play at least 2 today, whether they win or lose this one. Then we have baseball starting their journey at 7:30. Their opponent will be either Oklahoma Wesleyan or Friends, which they start at 12 o'clock on the baseball field behind us. So looking forward to getting things kicked off here in just a few minutes as the Braves come in with a record of 32-11-1. Finished the year 20-4 in the KCAC, took the conference by 2 games. They are on a 9-game winning streak. Ottawa did play a couple games on Saturday as they went to Haskell, played in Lawrence, dominated those 2 games. St. Mary has not played since last Wednesday, so at least Ottawa has played, seven innings twice. Coming into this one, maybe a little bit more knocked off the rust a little bit after sitting out for almost a week.
Yeah, it's always that great debate, rust or rest, which is better at this point in the year. St. Mary's chose the option to rest a full week and maybe a few days off extra, and with Ottawa having played, they stay sharp.
We're going to go and take our first break here on the pregame show. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves softball at the KCAC Championships. You're listening on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FULL for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code FULL. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FULL for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code FULL for a $5 bonus.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Great Bend Sports Complex. Just a few minutes before we get things started in the first round of the KCAC tournament between the top-seeded Braves and the 8th-seeded Spires from St. Mary. The Braves took the series back on April 9th in Leavenworth, 2-0. Braves won game 1 6-3, and then won game 2 4-0. But when you look back at that series, Matt, that was a time when Ottawa was sitting in second place in the conference at 10-2. St. Mary was 9-5 at that point going into that series, and then really struggled down the stretches. They only won 2 games. They finished the year 2-8 to finish off those last 10. So these two teams played in a very high-profile game at that point in the year. A lot of pressure on the line as far as Ottawa was kind of still building, and we're trailing Oklahoma Wesleyan by 2 games going into that one. So what's kind of got to be, it's now a 1 versus 8, where earlier in the year it was a 2 versus 4 matchup.
Yeah, and I think, at this point, all the records are wiped off the board. Everybody starts 0-0 in the tournament. Both teams want to come out and avoid that early opening loss and get shoved to the loser's bracket and then play. The difference is that Ottawa has already qualified for the national tournament, so there's less pressure for them. They're really, at this point, kind of playing for seeding in the national tournament, but they would still rather have the opportunity to claim the tournament title to go with the regular season.
You mentioned already clinching their spot to the national tournament. It was the 6th regular season title and the first back-to-back since 2010-2011. Braves coming in winning 9 straight. Ottawa was actually 3 games back of Oklahoma Wesleyan with 2 weeks to go. Oklahoma Wesleyan really stumbled down the stretch, just 2-5 to give Ottawa the conference title at that juncture. Winner of this one will take on the winner of the 4-5 matchup. That'll be McPherson and Kansas Wesleyan. That will follow this game, and then they will play tonight at 5 p.m. for a chance to move on in the winner's bracket. As we mentioned, St. Mary coming in, they started the year 8-2 in conference, finished at 3-11, and their last matchup they were swept by Avila back on April 26th, 3-0 and 2-0, and scoring runs has been very difficult for St. Mary coming into today.
Yeah, and you would expect that would might continue. I mean, Kason Rasmussen inside the circle has been dominant this year from delivering the ball and keeping batters off base. And the Braves defense has played well this year as well. So it'll be an uphill battle for sure for St. Mary. But when it comes tournament time, anything can happen. We see upsets all the time.
Braves will be sending the KCAC Pitcher of the Year for the 2nd year in a row, Kason Rasmussen, to the mound. Her final record was 18-6 in the regular season. And then St. Mary will be sending Maria Howard onto the pitcher's plate for this afternoon, as Howard on the year 10-11 makes her 24 starts. So she has more starts than anyone else on this team. And as you would expect, both teams putting out the aces in game 1.
Yeah, they definitely, both teams want to get out to a quick start. And really in a double elimination tournament like this, you really want to try to avoid that loss in the first round, because it just makes the road through the loser's bracket so much harder, with having to play an extra game tonight and then probably at least 2, if not 3 tomorrow, just for a chance to get to the title.
We're going to go ahead and take one more break as they are honoring the seniors here at Great Bend Sports Complex. Just recognizing those seniors that are playing their last KCAC tournament. We'll do another break. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
How do you make the most of your land? If you ask the Wrens, who run with us on a John Deere mower, they tell you,
I mow first, then I do all the trimming.
But the Hubbards, who work behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, would say,
If it's something you want, just go after it and try it.
Then there's the Mosers, who may mention from the seat of their John Deere Gator UTV,
you can't be all work and not play.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Welcome back, as we're still waiting for pitch number 1, as they are going to do starting lineups, and I believe national anthem So we're still waiting to find out. They've had some issues. We talked about, the rain over the last couple days. There will be the temporary fences today, which are only maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. Power hitters are going to have an opportunity, especially here in game 1, to hit it out to right field. The fences all the way around are going to play 215. They normally play 225. As we saw last year when you were playing the full fences, had a lot of doubles and triples that would normally maybe be stopped for a single or a double. So definitely plays an advantage if you have some power hitters.
Yeah, and with the shorter fences and being in, if the wind picks up at all out of the north, on this field at least, the ball's going to carry pretty well. I would expect to see balls still, that are hit to the gap. Outfielders in the grass, especially in the first game today, maybe a little unsure of their footing with as much rain as we had. The field looks in great shape from the outfield. It doesn't appear to be any standing water at this point, but as players, kind of get used to their footing, if you will, there may be an opportunity, a slip here or there that's going to allow people to take an extra base.
Well, and you mentioned it when we started the broadcast, the new turf. You had a chance to walk on it. What was kind of your thoughts as you walked around the complex a couple of days ago?
Yeah, no, it's it looks really nice. It's going to play. I think it's going to play maybe a little slow, at least for the first game today, just given the amount of water. I mean, it's drained. There's no standing water, but the turf is brand new. I think this is maybe only the second or third event that they've had on these fields. And I think probably the first involving, we'll say, adults. I think they've had a couple of youth games out here, so it'll be interesting to see how all of that holds up. But I don't expect any issues from that. And the turf itself looks to be in really good shape, and it's done very nicely.
There is a little bit of water runoff in right field, as we saw a little bit of standing water, but based off warm-ups and watching both teams in the outfield, didn't seem to be any water splashed it up. This place does drain really well, as it was a natural surface prior to in years past.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think also it helps, so it's been very dry here. So the extra rain is much needed and appreciated by the farmers and the locals here.
We're going to take just a quick 30-second break, as they are not going to do the national anthem here to start things off. So Ottawa will take the field in just a second as they start their KCAC tournament journey. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. Rocket. Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Welcome back. As Ottawa has taken the field, they will be the home team in this first round matchup, as the Braves are the 1 seed, St. Mary the 8 seed. Ottawa in the gold jerseys, black pants, gold belt, white socks with the gold stirrups. It's Ottawa across the chest in black, outlined in white with the gold hats. They will send Kason Rasmussen, who was named Pitcher of the Year, along with being a first-team all-conference player, as she finished the year regular season 18-6, has appeared in 25 games. It's gone 142 innings, just a 1.86 ERA and 122 strikeouts. She is 25th in the country and wins, and she will face off against number 25, Alexis Ray, a senior outfielder who hits from the left side as Rasmussen toes the pitcher's plate, and we are underway, and that one is low for ball one. As defensively, Ottawa will have Rodriguez behind the plate, as that will be the battery along with her and Rasmussen. And left, they'll have Cerna, center field Newbold, right Kippis, at third Fabian, short Bunfill, second Carney, and first base Copeland. 1 ball and no strikes to Ray. 1-0 pitch is outside at 2-0 as Rasmussen, the senior from Santa Cruz, California, transfer from Weatherford Community College. Alexis Ray is hitting .257. She does have 14 runs batted in, 12 walks, and just 13 strikeouts. 2-0 pitch from Kaysen, right down the middle, and swinging over the top is Ray for strike one as we go to 2-1.
Yeah, good pitch right there by Rasmussen. Good velocity on the outer half of the plate, and Ray was just behind on that swing.
2 balls and 1 strike. The left-handed hitting Ray, who is in right field for St. Mary. Delivery from Rasmussen again. This one's down the middle, but popped foul into the netting. It's 2-2. Braves did win the season series. That one played back on April 9th. 6-2 and 4-0 in favor of the Braves. St. Mary in all blue, the navy with gold down the side of the pants, spires across the chest in white, outlined in gold. Numbers the same. 2-2 count for Cason, leadoff hitter for St. Mary here in the top of the first. 2-2 delivery. Goes with the changeup and just misses low. As Ray was really frozen in the box, was looking fastball again, but the count goes full.
Yeah, you could tell she got her hand started, but had to hold up on the pitch that was down and away.
3 balls and 2 strikes. First batter of the game. 3-2 pitch, low for ball 4, and Ray earns a leadoff walk. And when Ottawa has given up runs, which they really haven't given up a lot over the past 3 weeks, it's been due to the walk and given the free bases.
It really has been. I mean, the defense has played well, but, you know, when you load the bases and give the other team free bases, they usually at this level cash it in.
Brings up the center fielder, number 11, Hazel Foz. She hits from the right side. So a runner at first, nobody out in the top of the first. And Foz takes a fastball, called a strike. Foz on the year, hitting .306, 2 home runs and 13 RBI. Braves playing the infield in, expecting maybe a sacrifice bunt attempt as Fabian's pulled it in about 6 feet in front of the third base bag. 0-1 from Rasmussen, goes back to the fastball. Runner going down to second. The throw is going to be in time. Rodriguez guns out. Ray at second.
Looked like a little hit and run on there. There was the swing and the miss, I believe. And Rodriguez out of her crouch with an absolute strike to the base at second.
As that was Bunfill who applied the tag. 1 down, and the count at 0-2 to Foz. Delivery from Rasmussen, and she's going to get her first strikeout of the game. And that's 2 down. That one was out of the zone. Foz went chasing. 2 down in the top of the first. Brings up number 16, Sadie McWilliams, the left fielder. She's hitting .341, second on the team in home runs with 3, but is the leader in RBI with 21. Right-handed hitting McWilliams. Takes fastball at the belt, called a strike. And definitely not going to have to worry about, I think of all the things in the past we've had to worry about as far as the dirt, the lines especially, the batter's box is always tore up here in the past. It's very easy now to kind of tell where that ball is.
Yeah.
For an umpire especially. 0-1 pitch, she goes with the changeup, and it's chopped at the plate foul. It's 0-2.
You know, we got our first indication, too, on the turf with the slide. The runner kind of stuck as they were sliding into second. Kind of more of a scorpion look, if you know, are familiar with that. Head first, legs up over the top of your head. Going into second head first.
0-2 pitch, swinging strike 3. That one again out of the zone, and that does it for St. Mary. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first with Ottawa coming to the plate. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-484-5131 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-484-5131. That's 800-484-5131. What do you have to lose? Call 800-484-5131. Again, 800-484-5131.
Spires were able to get a leadoff walk, but Justice Rodriguez ends that threat. She was able to throw out the runner, and then 2 strikeouts into the inning for St. Mary. Coming up at the bottom of the first for the Braves will be Riley Newbold, Justice Rodriguez, and Allison Carney. The Braves offense this year is we're going to read off several of these all-conference awards as we kind of go through all of them for this Braves team. Newbold, a sophomore center fielder from Magna, Utah. She earned honorable mention all KCAC honors and a KCAC Gold Glove. She's been hitting .221 on the year, but has scored 29 runs, 2 doubles, 2 homers, and has driven in 12. She leads it off from the right side. She faces the senior Maria Howard, who goes with fastball outside for ball 1. And it just seems like Newbold has just continued to gain confidence. We talked about it all year, but it's really settled into this leadoff spot.
Yeah, you know, she's seen more pitches here in her sophomore season. She definitely has stepped up and really delivers.
24 walks for her, and she's going to take outside again. 2-0 from Howard as the senior pitcher is 10-11 on the year. It's her 24th start, 117 innings pitched, 96 strikeouts with a 3.53 ERA. 2 balls and no strikes to Newbold, and she takes it to knees for a strike 2 and 1. Though, forgot to mention temperature at first pitch, 57 degrees, but it feels like it's almost 70 at this point. Wind out of the north at 4, so the wind will blow out to right field. And just a few clouds above us. And they thought they called time at the plate. Newbold did, but the umpire didn't award it. And now there's going to be a discussion. It was called a strike. There was a baseball that flew onto the field. And they are going to award that as time was called. So the count goes back to 2 and 1.
Braves should feel very at home with that happening.
We'll see that a lot at Alumni Park. Mentioned the other game going on softball-wise on field number 3. So we were playing on the championship field on field 3. It's the 2-seed Oklahoma Wesleyan and the 7-seed Avila. We'll keep you updated as that one goes on as well. 2 balls and 1 strike. First hitter for Ottawa in the bottom of the first is Riley Newbold. 2-1 delivery, rise ball high, 3 and 1. Newbold, when she's been on the base pass, which she has earned 24 walks this year and is 6 of 6 stealing bases. 3 balls and 1 strike. That one's low for ball 4, and the Braves are going to get a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the first. Defensively for the Spires, they will have McWilliams in left, Foz in center, Ray in right. Kadim at third, Wimbush at short, Gutierrez at second, and Thompson at first, with Diaz behind the plate catching for Howard. And Wimbush, who is not in the lineup, she's considered the flex player, only playing defense as Howard does hit. That bunt attempt from Rodriguez, almost a disaster there for Ottawa, fouled back, and the catcher Diaz unable to make that grab. It just goes down as a strike.
Yeah, Coach Akan early showing that he's wants to move up the run and put some pressure here on the Spires in the bottom of the first.
No balls and 1 strike to Rodriguez. Newbold standing at first for Ottawa after the leadoff walk. 0-1 from Howard. Then they will bop the bunt, and it's not going to be caught, but it stays fair. And Ottawa's going to move up. Can the throw going to be in time? No, she's safe. Just a bad break for the Spires as that bunt again popped up, goes off the glove of Howard in foul territory, heads into bounces in fair territory, ends up in foul territory, and Ottawa's got runners at first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, that bunt was really just about 10 feet, 8 feet in front of the plate, kind of in no man's land. The catcher couldn't quite get to it, and as Howard came in to make the play, tips off the end of her glove and kicks into foul territory. And really, Newbold was stuck in no man's land, not knowing whether she should run or not.
Bunt single for Rodriguez, and Carney now tries a bunt that goes foul. Behind the count at 0-1. Carney, the junior second baseman from Valley Falls, was named All KCAC for the 3rd time in her career. Was a first-team selection this year. Also received a Gold Glove as she's hitting .323, has scored 40 runs, 6 home runs, and 32 RBI. Newbold at second, Rodriguez at first. Carney swinging away is going to pop it up in the infield to shallow right field, but the second baseman will call off the right fielder, almost dropping it.
Yeah, they ran the infield fly rule, less than 2 outs, runners at first and second.
Catch was made and then dropped it at the end to see if maybe the umpire, but it goes down as a pop-up for Carney and 1 down in the bottom of the first.
A good idea there just to make sure see if the Braves runners were paying attention.
And a meeting on the mound for the Spires. As Ottawa with runners at first and second and one down. It's head coach Haley Siebman in her 6th season, graduate from the University of North Texas. Of course, for the Braves, it's Jay Kant. In his 21st season as head coach here at Ottawa with a record of 532, 389, and 1.
Yeah, definitely like to see, a nice piece of gamesmanship there early by the Spires, trying to catch the Braves asleep, thinking the ball was dropped, but the home plate umpire was quick with the infield and the point to the sky for the infield fly.
It'll be Bunfill hitting in the cleanup spot. The sophomore shortstop from Tarkington, Texas, who was named honorable mention on KCAC for the 2nd season. Average now up to 296, 8 home runs, 40 RBI. She leads Ottawa in the home run category. 1 down, bottom of the 1st. Braves with runners at 1st and 2nd. First pitch to Bunfill, high for ball 1. Newbold taking her time getting back to 2nd. Diaz quickly out of her stance. One thing we did see from Bunfill in that final series against Tabor, she drew 3 walks in that first game. Really selective at the plate. 1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0.
Yep.
Go ahead. Want to let everyone know the teams here today wearing make that green ribbons, as it is mental health awareness. Every team in the tournament will wear green ribbons, whether in their hair or somewhere on their person as the tournament goes on. That one is high, 3-0 to Bunfill. That was actually put together by Suzanne Unruh, coach for Friends. They offered that up to anyone that wanted to wear it. See a lot of the Ottawa players wearing it in their hair. It's a reminder that make sure you tell someone.
Absolutely. Lots of options for help.
3-0 pitch right down the middle. It's 3-1. And Bunfill expect to be potentially having the green light here. 3-1 delivery from Howard. Is going to be a heavy swing there from Bunfill, but it's fouled back to the netting. And the count is full at 3-2.
Yeah, big hack there by Bunfill for sure. She was not looking for just an infield single.
3-2 count, 1 down, bottom of the 1st, no score. Runners at 1st and 2nd for Ottawa. 3-2 to Bunfill. It's high, and Ottawa going to try and take 3rd, and they will. So 2 down as the runners do move to 2nd and 3rd. And Hannah Copeland to the plate.
Braves have been very aggressive here early on the base pass.
Sophomore Hannah Copeland, first baseman from Justin, Texas, who was honorable mention on KCAC, hitting .289, 4 homers and 34 RBI. First pitch from her is a fastball for a strike from Howard, who's trying to work out of a 2-on, no-out deficit she was really put in to begin this inning. She gets ahead on Copeland, 0-1. 0-1 pitch from Howard, pop foul and out of play. And it's quickly 0-2 to Copeland. And Howard, first time I've seen her pitch this year, Matt, good velocity. Braves have not been able to really catch up to her fastball so far.
No, first time through, maybe they haven't seen her for a little bit.
0-2 count to Copeland. Braves trying to open up the scoring in the bottom of the 1st with runners at 2nd and 3rd. 0-2 pitch going to be lifted to right field. That one's tailing. The right fielder coming on strong makes the grab as that one's in the glove of Ray. That ends the threat for Ottawa. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on base for Ottawa. So we go to the 2nd inning, no score. You listen to Braves softball on KOFO.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
When it comes to your home, quality matters. And when quality matters, choose the best. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Call today to have your air conditioner serviced. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Top of the second inning, Ottawa was threatening, unfortunately unable to come up with any runs as Howard came up with a couple of pop outs and a strikeout.
Yeah, no, Howard did a nice job pitching her way out of that jam. The first two Braves made it to base and were unable to score there. Kind of a missed opportunity, Coach Camp might say.
Leading it off will be number 18, Madison Thompson, the first baseman. Averages at .339. One home run, 24 RBI. Right-handed hitter. She's going to hit this one right at Carney, but what a grab. That one hopped just in front of her, makes the snag, and easily goes to Copeland for out number one in the second.
Yeah, that ball was hit on a rope. And Carney just happened to be in the right spot there and was able to glove it and throw her out easily.
We've seen some teams kind of go with this mentality against Rasmussen, sometimes believing that the first pitch they're going to see is going to be the best one and just taking a hack at it.
Yeah, sometimes against good pitchers, great pitchers, it's better to get, early because once they get you down, they're just never going to let you have a good pitch.
Brings up Autumn Giordano, and she takes a strike from the right side. Designated player, hitting .326, home run, and 13 RBI. One down in the top of the second. 0-1 from Kaysen. Lifted foul, it's 0-2.
Good hack there by Giordano.
Want to make sure we let everyone know that it is tuned in through the OttawaBraves.com and the KCAC network. This is audio only. If you want to turn on the video stream, you do have to go through the KCAC network link, but we want to make sure we gave everyone an option today to tune in. 0-2 pitch, right down the middle, but the umpire says it's high. 1-2. And I want to thank Matt for running the scoreboard for us today.
Happy to do it. Send all your cards and letters for this.
1-2 count, one down, top of the second. 1-2 pitch, low, and it's 2-2. We know also others tuning in back in Ottawa on KOFO 1220 103.7 FM. And then also those on TuneIn and YouTube. So hopefully you're able to find us one way or another since we have 4 options this week.
Or at least come on out to the park.
It's only a 4-hour drive. 2-2 pitch, change up that's hit softly to third and foul. First time we've seen Rasmussen go to the off speed. But it is a beautiful day after 2 really cold and rainy days, Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, it reminded me more of early March as opposed to early May.
2-2 from Rasmussen. Going to be lifted foul again as Giordano battling right now with Kaysen.
We were able to celebrate May the 4th be with you and Cinco de Mayo yesterday here in Great Bend.
2-2 from Kaysen. Goes back to the changeup, and she will get the strikeout as Giordano way in front of it. Third punch out for Kaysen. And 2 down in the inning for Gutierrez, the second baseman. Victoria Gutierrez, a junior, average at .253. No homers, but 12 RBI. First pitch to Gutierrez, going to be popped up and hit to the right side, goes over the head of Copeland and into right field as it just stayed fair. And the first hit of the game for the Spires in a 2-out single. That thing had a ton of English on it. Started out on the right side of Copeland and just kept tailing, her right started to tail over the top of her head and just dropped fair.
It was our first chance to see really an outfielder have to come in and hustle to pick up a ball to see how their footing was going to be, and it looks good. Looks great out in the outfield right now.
Brings up Abigail Kadeem. That's a pass ball as it goes by Rodriguez, and taking second is Gutierrez on the wild pitch. Maybe signals got crossed up as Rodriguez was inside, and that ball did well outside the zone. But a runner in scoring position for the Spires with 2 down in the top of the second and no score. 1 ball and no strikes to Kadim. She takes high 2-0. Abigail Kadim is one of the power hitters on this team, actually leads the team in homers, 4 home runs, 15 RBI, and she's hitting .281. She hits in the 7th spot on this team. 2-0 delivery from Kaysen at the knees for a strike, 2-1. And a big lead at second for Gutierrez. Gutierrez does not have a stolen base this year. Again, a baseball comes flying in. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 down in the top of the second for St. Mary, but able to get a single and then get a runner to second base on the wild pitch. 2-1 delivery, rise ball that just getting a piece is Kadim, and the count evens at 2-2.
Looks like on the baseball field, looks like it might be 3-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan here in the top of the second.
And that is a red-hot ball club over on the other side. They've won 10 in a row coming into today, and that could be who Ottawa sees this evening in their first game of the conference tournament for baseball. 2-2 pitch, a changeup that just waiting long enough as Kadim to fight it off and stay alive, as Rasmussen's definitely used that as her strike 3 pitch the first time through the lineup.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And a good piece of hitting there. Stayed back and was just able to flip her hands at it and foul it off.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Top of the second inning. Kaysen delivery. Again, Kadim spoils. She fouls it back again. Stays at 2-2. Looking at the depth here from Ottawa with the power hitter there. Playing medium range. Not too deep on the home run hitter. We will go 2-2 again. Kaysen will rocket fire. Change up that's going to be lifted to left field. That one tailing and foul. It was well hit. And Kadim has 21 strikeouts on the year. That's second on the team. And has really battled here. Just 7 walks to 21 strikeouts on the season.
Yeah, she's definitely timing up Rasmussen here. And I wouldn't be surprised to see an off-speed pitcher maybe away.
2-2 from Kaysen. Goes right back to the fastball and just getting a piece off the end of the bat to get by the glove of Rodriguez.
Yeah, good battle here. Deuces are wild.
Kadim, a freshman from Nebraska. Papillion, Nebraska. 2-2 pitch. Rise ball again, just shot towards the St. Mary dugout and foul. And it's been quite a matchup here between Rasmussen and Kadim. And now Rodriguez wants to have a word with her pitcher. On deck for St. Mary is the pitcher, Maria Howard. So the senior comes out to say something to the freshman.
Quick mound visit, probably with a runner at second. Rodriguez and Rasmussen want to make sure they've got their signs right.
2 balls and 2 strikes again, 2 down in the top of the second. Runner at second for St. Mary. 2-2 on the way, and this will be lifted to center field. Newbold's going to have to hurry. She's going to make the diving grab in center field on the run to end the threat for St. Mary. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score, no runs, one hit, one left on base for the Spires. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-484-5131 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-484-5131. That's 800-484-5131. What do you have to lose? Call 800-484-5131. Again, 800-484-5131.
Riley Newbold making a Gold Glove play. She was awarded that a couple nights ago at the banquet and earned it right there on a diving play that if she doesn't make that grab or it goes over her head, that could be an inside the park, or at least scores the one run from second and multiple bases for Kadem.
Yeah, no, that ball wasn't super hard hit to center field. It was kind of a dying line drive, but Newbold was able to come in full extension. And for me, I think always harder diving straight ahead as opposed to sideways when trying to make that catch.
Leading it off for Ottawa is going to be Kelsey Kippis. It'll be Kippis, Kygert, and Cerna. Lead off the bottom of the second against Maria Howard. First pitch going to be outside for ball one. Kippis, the junior pitcher, designated player, and right fielder this year from Rossville, named an honorable mention all KCAC as a designated player. That's her first year with the Braves. 1-0 pitch to Kippis, a changeup that Kippis out in front of, but fouls it back. It's 1-1. Kippis hitting 300, 4 homers, 19 RBI, and has played 33 games, as a designated player and pitcher, but you throw in about 15 of those in right field. 1-1 pitch, hit off the end of the bat and foul, 1-2.
Yeah, she's done a really nice job this year, accepting her role and how she fits in on the team, and has really just continued to get better as the season has gone on.
And the contact sound off her bat it might be different than anyone else on this team when she connects. 1-2 count to Kippis, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the second, no score. 1-2 pitch again, she's out in front of as Howard went back to the changeup and Kippis spoils it foul. Bottom of the second inning. Braves were left runners at second and third to end the first. One-two delivery from Howard is low and in the turf, 2-2. And that was one of the things talking to Jay Cannon and assistant coach Sam Schaefer was that Kippis kind of approached them at one point this year and said, if you need me to go play right field, I will. And then, hasn't hit in multiple years, and she was a pitcher at Butler, but has just kind of found that stride.
Yeah, more pitches she sees, the better she has gotten this year at the plate for sure.
2-2 pitch, going to be chopped to short, a couple hops. And the throw is going to be offline. And she's safe at first on the error from the shortstop, Wimbush. And it was well struck, Matt, but Wimbush probably should have made that play.
I would agree. I mean, the ball kind of came up on her. I mean, it's really our first chance that we've seen a bouncing ball through the infield here on the new turf. And it kind of looked like it came up on Wimbush at the latest, right at the end there. But still had plenty of time to make the throw across the diamond and just kind of sailed it.
Umpire taking a look at the ball as well. And that pitch prior that was fouled off went off one of the beams here that is kind of holds up the netting. And came back and caromed weird and maybe checking to see if there was a cut on it where it was put into play. Brings up Julian Kygert. who is the designated player this afternoon. First pitch to her is a fastball that she just nicks foul. 0-1, the sophomore from Sparks, Nevada, second team All-KCAC selection. Also the second year she's been selected All-KCAC, as she was honorable mention a year ago. Averages at .329, a home run and 17 RBI. 0-1 delivery from Howard. Kygert shows bunt, and it's fouled back behind 0-2. But Kygert, who's been put into the lineup as a designated player after early on in the year, was the Game 2 catcher, did not get to hit in Game 1 most of the season, and again, finding that spot for her.
And again, you know, that's one of the things that's really impressive. The Braves players have really accepted their roles.
0-2 pitch. Kyger's going to hit this one to the right side. Goes off the foot of the second baseman, able to get Kygert, but moving to second base is Kippis. And just kind of some nervy moments here from the defense for St. Mary.
Yeah, the balls, you know, really the first balls that have been put in play hard, and you can see maybe opening game jitters in play a little bit for St. Mary.
So it is a ground out, but Kippis moves to second. Brings up Alex Cerna, the junior left fielder from Osage City. Runner at second for Ottawa, one down in the bottom of the second. That one's going to go by the catcher. Kippis will take third. First wild pitch from Howard. Cerna, the second team All-KCAC selection in her first year with OU. Hitting .344. Driven in 14. Has 5 doubles and a triple. And Ottawa again threatening in the bottom of the second. Have not put one on the board.
At this point, you think, you know, if you're Ottawa, you really want to try to get this run home and put even more pressure on the Spires.
1-0 pitch is high, 2-0 as Cerna able to lay off of it in the infield, rotating heavily there as the first baseman playing well in front of the bag. Kippis at third, one down in the bottom of the second, no score. Ottawa trying to strike first. Again, time called by Cerna as her and Howard kind of going back and forth right now on who's going to flinch first.
A little game of cat and mouse for sure.
.2-0 delivery. Cerna lays off. Oh, they're going to call it a strike. Because maybe a little harsh there. Counted at 2-1. Didn't think she was close to going around. And the catcher actually came out of her stance behind the plate, but the umpire calls it a strike, and it's 2-1.
The most important thing is the umpire used his right arm.
Again, she steps out. I think just some confusion on when Howard is going to get onto the pitcher's plate. Now we're ready to go. 2-1 delivery to Cerna, swinging over the top of the fastball. It's 2-2. A little look there from Howard after that pitch. She does have the face guard on. See if Cerna shortens up her swing this year. She's really done a nice job with 2 strikes of just working it right back up the middle. 2-2 pitch on the way. Popped foul. That one might have been out of the zone, but protecting the plate is Cerna.
Yeah, and at this point with the infield in, really you just need to get the ball in play. You know, you give yourself such a high percentage chance to get on base if you can get it hard on the ground somewhere, because the runners at the corners are in so close.
2 balls and 2 strikes again. Howard facing Cerna. Braves have a runner at third with 1 down. 2-2 on the way. A changeup that Cerna hits off the top of the plate and then goes foul. And we will go at 2-2 again. And I don't know what it is so far. This turf is just kind of taking some quirky bounces. I think that ball actually landed in front of the plate, hit the top of the plate, and then caromed out towards first base.
Yeah, and I think, you know, like I said, this is kind of real, might be some of the first games with older athletes on it.
2-2 pitch is low, and a good block behind the plate by Diaz to prevent Kippis from coming home. Doesn't look like they've really moved where home plate was the last few years, unlike for baseball where they moved it back about 10 feet.
Right.
But if it does go by the catcher here, you can absolutely score from third.
Yeah, plenty of room to score from third if you're paying attention.
3-2 on the way, and spoiling it again is Cerna. but there is some weird angles as well. We've talked about kind of the beams that hold up the netting, but it can kick around back here. It's not flat by any means.
No.
It's not a backstop. There's poles everywhere, so it can just kind of go anywhere once it gets to the back of the fence.
Yeah, the metal poles holding up the fence always make for some interesting caroms.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Cerna at the plate. Delivery from Howard is low, ball 4. Runners at the corners for Ottawa with 1 out. Cerna, who was behind 0-2, comes back to earn the walk. The second walk issued to Braves hitters by Howard. Bring up the 9-hitter, Sierra Fabian. Fabian hitting .264, 2 homers, 25 RBI. The third baseman hits from the right side, shows bunt, and foul tips it back for strike 1. As we know, runs in this tournament are so important, and Braves trying to do anything they can to get on the scoreboard first.
Right, yeah, you usually feel like you need to take advantage. You only get so many opportunities, and the Braves missed one in the first. Need to cash in here in the second.
0-1 on the way. It's going to be inside. They're going to throw down to second. It's cut off, but it goes off the glove, and Ottawa scores. And Cerna is safe at second. And it's a 1-0 OU lead.
And the throw was up.
The question is, how do you score that there, Matt? An error on the catcher, or do you go error on potentially the shortstop?
I think, you can give it either way. I think you throw the error on the catcher because the throw was high.
So we're going to,
unfortunately,
we're going to go E2 on that throw. So Kippis actually saw 2 errors while she was out there. One on her play at first base where she reached, and then an error on the catcher. So that's the second error of the inning on St. Mary. But more importantly, Braves draw first blood as they go up 1-0, and Alex Cerna stands at second base. Fabian behind in the count, though, at 0-2. Newbold standing on deck. Braves have done all this with no hits in the inning at this point. 0-2 delivery is going to be fouled back by Fabian. Ottawa leading 1-0. Cerna at second base. Fabian at the plate with 1 down. 0-2 delivery, rise ball high, 1-2.
So it makes it a little tough here hunting on the computer for the scoreboard. But at least I'm ahead of the
in-stadium scoreboard, which still doesn't show Ottawa scoring a run. So it's their first game of the day, too.
That's true. That's true. We're all working together.
1-2 delivery inside for ball 2, and Fabian has worked back to even. Fabian, the 5'4" sophomore from McKinney, Texas. 2-2 on the way. Fabian's going to lift this one to right field, tailing, and the catch is made in right field. A diving effort, but Cerna will tag up and move to third. So all around, just some really good plays by both teams on the diving catch made by Ray and Wright.
No, she went a long ways for that and laid full out Superman style into foul territory to save the base hit there. And smart base running by Cerna to tag up, knowing that she could easily get to third since the right fielder Ray had dived or had dove for the ball.
Brings up Newbold, takes low for ball 1. Riley reached on a walk in the first, was left stranded at third. Braves have scored 1 in the inning on 2 errors by the Spire defense. 1-0 delivery. Going to be called a strike with the changeup, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Rise ball going to be hit to short on a couple hops. A little bobble, and the throw is offline. And an error again on the shortstop Wimbush, and Ottawa adds to the lead as Cerna scores easily from third.
Yeah, just kind of some Tough luck there for sure. Another error on Wimbush.
3 errors in the inning on the Spires. And Rodriguez comes up with a runner at first and 2 down, and Ottawa leading 2-0. First pitch to Rodriguez, change up for a strike, 0-1. Justice reached on a bunt single that was heading foul, but Howard tried to play it down the line, deflected off her glove in foul territory or fair territory, and then went foul, allowing Rodriguez to reach. Which right now, that remains the only hit for Ottawa. 0-1 delivery, Rodriguez swings at another one and fouls it back 0-2. Got some interesting pronunciations for Justice's name during the banquet.
Yes.
0-2 pitch to the rise ball high. Newbold going to second. She's going to be out by a mile and maybe just crossed up on the signals, but Ottawa does score 2 runs, no hits, 3 errors on St. Mary, none left on base. We go to the top of the third. Braves leading 2-0. Your list of Braves softball on KOFO.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's.
Today's topic, deals on Mother's Day gifts.
Moms are the best.
And deserve the best, which is why I went to Kohl's and got Nike tees for under $30, jewelry for just $19.99, and slippers for under $17.
Leave it to you to find all the savings.
What can I say? Like mother, like daughter. Did I mention you can get an extra 15% off or even more with a Kohl's card?
Your mom would be so proud.
Select styles, Nike sale ends May 8th. Coupons do not apply. 15% offer ends May 15th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Braves able to pounce on 3 St. Mary defensive miscues as they turn 3 errors into 2 runs to go up 2-0. We start the top of the third. It's Howard, Diaz, and Ray who come to the plate. Through 2 innings, Rasmussen 3 strikeouts and 1 walk. Just the 1 hit for St. Mary. Maria Howard, the senior pitcher, hitting .255. No home runs and 9 RBI. First pitch from Kaysen, going to be chopped to short on a couple hops, hits her in the chest, and Bunfill's throw well offline. And Matt, I'm not sure how we're going to score that one as Bunfill was backing up on the infield. Yeah, I'm not sure she would have got her anyways.
Yeah, I think Sports Information Director Katie Tooley probably would have scored that as an error.
Okay, we'll go with that then.
Unfortunately, it's tough scoring, tough love.
We're going to go E6 there on Bunfill, her first error of the game. And again, the infield has had some problems on both sides so far. They're going to show bunt, drop the bunt. It's going to be fair. Ray's going to try and get the lead runner. Do they do it? They can. What a throw from Rodriguez to gun down Howard at second on a perfect bunt that was delivered by Diaz.
Yeah, really good job there.
Goes down as a fielder's choice. As Howard out on the 2-6 putout. So Howard unable to get to second base, 1 down in the top of the third. And you couldn't have laid down a better bunt. No, maybe a trickle a little bit to either first or third base side, but Rodriguez able to get a good throw. Check swing, call the ball. So we go to the top of the St. Mary lineup with Ray.
And that's the advantage with having a very athletic catcher and Rodriguez being able to get out from behind the plate and field those balls. And with a strong throwing arm, give yourself a chance to cut down that lead run.
1 ball and no strikes to Ray, who walked in her first plate appearance. Count goes to 1-1 on a foul ball back to the netting. Ray got the leadoff walk to start the game, but was gunned down trying to steal second Rodriguez threw her out by a good couple steps. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down in the top of the third. Runner at first for St. Mary is Diaz. 1-1 on the way to Ray. A changeup popped up in the infield. Matt, I'm going to call you off and make this grab. As it goes up off the, and you have to watch it, see where it ends up. Goes off the canopy. It's 1-2.
I think you could have had that play if the canopy wasn't there.
Felt pretty good about it. I saw it off the bat. So
yes.
Especially being on this left side over here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ray. Delivery from Kaysen, going to be hit to second. This could be 2. Carney to second for 1. Bunfield to first, not in time. But Ottawa does get the lead runner at second base and 2 down in the inning.
Really nice turn there by Carney. She fielded that, and then the backhand flip to Bunfield coming across the base to make it close at first.
Goes down as a 4-6 fielder's choice. Brings up Foz, who struck out in the first. But the speedy Ray will stand at first base after reaching on the fielder's choice. First pitch from Kaysen, low for ball 1, and Rodriguez able to chase the runner back to first. Braves leading 2-0 over St. Mary with the Spires at the plate in the top of the third. 1 ball and no strikes to Foz. 1-0 delivery from Kaysen. It's fouled at the plate and goes off of her leg, and it's 1-1. Reminder, we have 3 games today. We know what time baseball plays at 7:30 tonight, depending on how things go here for Ottawa. Could play at 5 p.m. or they could play at 7:30. So we're going to keep you updated as the day goes on, of course. But you're going to get three Ottawa athletic events today on KOFO.
Sounds like a great day to me.
1-1 delivery. Going to be chopped foul towards the Ottawa dugout. It's 1-2. Braves 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning after getting the leadoff runner reaching. Spires have been able to get on base. There's no doubt about that. In these first 3 innings, they got the leadoff hitter in the first and the third. Got a runner to third base in the second. Braves up 2-0. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at first. Top of the third. Rasmussen delivers. So going to be hit softly to third. Fabian will run in. Make the throw in time to Copeland to end the inning there for St. Mary. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base as we go to the bottom of the third. Ottawa 2, St. Mary nothing. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. We appreciate the people of Franklin County. We serve some of the nicest folks you would ever want to meet. Thank you. We appreciate your patronage. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
All of us at Kansas State Bank thank you for seeing the value of what a hometown bank means to our community. This is Bank President Roger Maxwell, and we've done our best during these most trying times to be here for you and your banking needs. For over 100 years, Kansas State Bank has known the value of the past, the importance of the present, and the innovation of the future. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Braves lead it 2-0, coming to the plate in the bottom of the third. Ottawa scored 2 in the second on 3 St. Mary errors. Leading it off will be Justice Rodriguez as she was left in the batter's box after Newbold was thrown out trying to steal second. Rodriguez, Carney, and Bunfield due up for Ottawa. We go 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom of the third. Rodriguez reached on that bunt single in the first inning, left stranded at second. First pitch to Rodriguez, low for ball 1 from Howard, who starts her third inning of work. And to no fault of her own so far. Defense has let her down a little bit.
Really has. Howard's been good inside the circle today. Challenged Braves hitters, and Braves hitters really haven't taken advantage.
1-0 delivery, a fastball that's fouled back, and Ottawa hasn't really timed it up as far as the fastball at this point on Howard.
No, and what we've seen kind of all year, Casey, is it's really that second time through the lineup is where the Braves hitters have kind of come alive.
And the outfield playing very deep right now on Rodriguez. 1-1 pitch to Justice is going to be lifted to center field. That ball's well struck, but the center fielder has a beat on it, takes a couple steps to the right, and making the grab is Foz for the first out.
Looks like Justice might have just missed that one, got under it a little bit, was still strong enough to drive it out into medium depth, left center field.
Bring up Allison Carney, popped up in the infield in her first plate appearance. It's tough to tell, very similar to what we dealt with in Columbus, Georgia, as the infield the turf is played more like a men's league softball field, much deeper, so it's kind of hard sometimes to get a read on some of these fly balls.
Yeah, the turf extends, like you said, probably a good extra 10 or 12, 15 feet into the outfield.
First pitch low to Carney, 1-0.
So we kind of get fooled. It's the optical illusion a little bit.
Happened to us a lot in Columbus. There were some fly balls that catches were made almost on the dirt. Big hack from Carney, but fouled back 1-1. Allison continuing to has never worn batting gloves during her time at Ottawa, has that wrist guard on her left hand. And I don't think I've ever seen her wear long sleeves either. Her and Bunfield both want to have as much free range to swing away.
Absolutely.
1-1 pitch, change up that just fools Carney, and she's behind at 1-2.
I like it. Big smile from Carney there. She knows she was out in front, fooled, but quickly shakes it off and digs back in.
1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 down in the bottom of the third. 1-2 delivery, going to be hit right back up the middle. That's a base hit as it goes. Might have deflected off the leg of Howard just a bit to slow it down, but play was not going to be made up the middle. And a 1-out single for Ottawa.
Yeah, Carney wasn't fooled by that. It looked like it might have been some type of off-speed pitch again. And after being fooled badly at first, said, no, thank you. I'll take care of that.
Brings up Bunfield with 1 down and a runner at first. Madison struck out in the first inning. She's going to hack at one towards right field, but the second baseman able to range over to her left and make the grab as first pitch swinging from Bunfield and a fly out. Brings up Hannah Copeland with 2 down. Copeland flew out to right in the first inning. Rise ball high. Copeland lays off of it. Count at 1-0. Good contingent of Ottawa fans here that have been here since Wednesday. Several attended the banquet and definitely happy to finally get out of the hotel for a little bit.
Yeah, everybody's explored town thoroughly.
And a changeup again that Copeland's fooled on this time. It's 1-1. Have seen Howard go back to the fastball almost right after she throws the changeup. We'll see if Copeland can time it up here. That's how Carney jumped on her pitch.
Yep, absolutely. If you're right, we're stopping to get lottery tickets tonight.
1-1 from Howard. Rise ball high. 2-1.
It's a form of a fastball.
It is a form of fastball. You're right. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 down. Carney at first base, and Copeland's going to step out of the box. Couple Braves have kind of played this game with Howard so far. Saw Cerna do it 3 times in her first plate appearance. 2-1 delivery to Copeland and a fastball that was up near the eyes, and she does foul it back, but it's 2-2.
Remind me again, Justin, Texas?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth area.
Yep. An area that was, I think Northwest was a 3A or 4A high school when I was in school, and now it's a 6A. So tells you how old I am. 2-2 delivery. This one's going to be lifted to left field, and another diving grab in left. taking away a base hit from Hannah Copeland. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base for Ottawa. We go to the 4th inning, Braves leading 2-0. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
Top of the 4th here in Great Bend in the first round of the KCAC Championships for softball. Braves leading 2-0. It is 3, 4, and 5 due up for St. Mary. McWilliams, Thompson, and Giordano. McWilliams struck out in the first inning. Again, it's Kason Rasmussen in the circle for the Braves. Rasmussen ready to go. She starts out with a chopper to third, softly hit. Plenty of time for Sierra Fabian to make the throw across the diamond for out number 1.
That ball sounded differently coming off the bat. It was beaten into the turf. But not a lot of hop there. So I think as the game dries, or the field dries out a bit.
We'll bring up Thompson. Grounded out to second on a well-hit ball on the first pitch that she saw. One down in the top of the 4th for the cleanup hitter Thompson. Again, she's going to swing first pitch right into the turf again to Fabian for out number 2. So we'll just go right back to that 5-3.
Very fortuitous. I had already written 5-3 in my score sheet here.
Lucky for you because you're using a pen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't trust myself that much, so. You've charted a few more games than I have, though, so over the years. I'm getting there.
You're quickly catching up.
Bring up Giordano, struck out in the second inning with 2 down in the 4th. First pitch is a strike as Rasmussen has gotten into a nice groove. We know that she's really been working on that sinker. That's one thing I've talked to Jay about is she feels more and more comfortable throwing that pitch, which is why she gets more and more of those ground outs to the left side of the infield.
That's a good pitch for her for sure.
0-1 from Kaysen, a change up right at the knees. First strike 2, and she's ahead quickly at 0-2.
And that really froze Giordano there. Wasn't able to pull the trigger.
4 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the 4th. Spires at the plate. 0-2 delivery from Kaysen, back to the changeup, but Giordano just a little out in front and fouls it off to stay at the plate at 0-2. From Kaysen. Fastball misses outside, 1-2. And as this week goes on, looking at the forecast, as of right now, no precipitation expected, but we are going to get some heavy heat over the next 2 days as we will be in the high 80s and low 90s starting tomorrow.
Yeah, about a 40-degree temperature variation in 48 hours.
1-2 pitch, going to be popped foul and out of play. 1-2 again.
Shorts, flip-flop weather for sure by Saturday.
We brought very little of both. We looked at the what was supposed to be the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday forecast originally.
Yes.
1-2 on the way, and she's going to chop it foul towards the Ottawa dugout.
I was told they frown on us calling the game shirtless.
You go ahead and do that, Matt. I'm all right.
It'd be more of a distraction for the fans.
1-2 pitch, change up inside 2-2. But if you did that during the night game, we have a little bit more lights, so it could work out okay.
It could work out okay. Help reflect some of those moonbeams out toward the field.
As we know, the lighting here can get a little dark back behind.
Yes.
Unless you're out on the field, that's about the only place you're getting any light during baseball. 2-2 count to Giordano. Delivery from Kaysen, lifted down the right field line, tailing and foul. It was well hit, but hits the fence down the right field line. Chasing was Kippis.
Good battle here.
See if Kaysen maybe tries to deliver that sinker, maybe we get another ground out there in the inning here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Spiders at the plate, trailing Ottawa 2-0. Two from Kaysen. And again, just out in front is Giordano to spoil that changeup that was up in the zone. That ball is all kinds of cut up as we see it right here. My goodness.
That ball has become a practice ball.
That thing,
a cage ball,
has and I don't know if that caught the end of the bat there just enough to do that scuff, but my goodness.
Yeah, I think it. That ball looks like many of my golf balls when I'm hitting an iron.
But only the expensive ones.
Only the expensive.
Never hit never feel bad when you hit a bad golf ball the wrong way. 2-2 delivery off the end of the bat and foul down the first base line by Giordano. Top of the 4th inning as Ottawa scored 2 runs in the 2nd off of 3 St. Mary errors. Oof. We almost got caught there, Matt, on a foul ball from baseball, didn't we?
We did.
Heard that thing right above me and moved back enough. 2-2 on the way from Kaysen. He hit hard to third and just foul as Fabian wasn't playing right on the bag. The game following this one, McPherson and Kansas Wesleyan. That's a 4-5 matchup. We'll play the winner of this one at 7:30. So that game that one plays at 2:30. The winner of that one plays at 5. 2-2 on the way from Kaysen. Rise ball, and she's going to get her strike 3 at the belt to end the inning for St. Mary. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ottawa leading 2-0 over St. Mary. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Kaysen Rasmussen goes 3 up, 3 down for the Braves in the top of the 4th. Coming to the plate for Ottawa, Kippis, Kygert, and Cerna. 2 up for the Braves, leading 2-0. Bottom 4. Kippis reached on an error, came around to score on the throw down to second base that got by the shortstop. on the bunt attempt by Ottawa. No one for Ottawa has there's only one hit from the Braves, and that was a bunt single that was about 4 feet in front of the catcher. Otherwise, you've been robbed on a couple plays in the outfield by St. Mary on some diving efforts. Keep the ball there. Fastball high to Kippis from Howard. It's 1-0.
I mean, the Braves hitters have had some good contact, and it's just been better defense from the Spires defenders.
In the outfield.
In the outfield,
so
yes.
Far, yes.
Yes, the 3 errors on the infield are...
1-0 to Kippis. This one's roped to left, going back and making the grab just in front of the wall is the left fielder McWilliams for out number 1.
And that was a case of where a ball sounded better off the bat than it really ended up being.
But they were playing near there isn't a warning track now because of what the fence is being moved up, but with the temporary fence. So having to look at it as they're playing much deeper, I guess.
Yes.
Kygert to the plate. She'll take a fastball for a strike. Kygert grounded to second, but did move the runner in the second inning. Ended up being the go-ahead run for the Braves. And now Kygert catches one that's tailing towards right center. The center fielder making the long run. She'll drop it. Kygart's going to get stuck between first and second, and she'll scamper back to first base. And the first error in the outfield now for St. Mary.
Yeah, that's just, she had a long run there to go, but the ball looked like she might have just taken her eyes off as the right fielder, Ray, was, approaching her.
Just trying to avoid the collision almost.
Yes.
So it's an E8 for St. Mary, their 4th error. And the discussion with the crew to see if maybe it was on the exchange. Is that what they're going to talk about here?
I think that might be what it is.
But it looked like it popped out of her glove. I didn't see her reach in so we're kind of blocked from the umpires right now as they are not going to change the call. So It is an error.
Yeah, we didn't get an official signal, but Kygert staying at first.
Kygert at first base after reaching on another St. Mary error. Brings up Alex Cerna, who reached on a walk and came around to score. Takes out outer part of the plate. They're going to call it a ball, 1-0. One down in the bottom of the 4th. Braves up 2-0. 1-0 to Cerna. Rise ball high, 2-0. Following Cerna would be Fabian. .2-0 from Howard. Low, but going to be hit to right field. That ball is tailing, and it's going to be caught in right field. Another diving effort by Ray to take away multiple bases from Alex Cerna.
Yeah, the Spires outfielders are just absolutely all over the place defensively.
Getting some big jumps.
Yeah.
Seeing the ball well off the bat here. And Ottawa's put it in play. I mean, that's really all you can do, and just tip your hat on another diving effort from the right fielder, Ray, is left-handed, so was able to get a good extension with that right arm. Didn't have to go across her body. This one's going to be hit to the right side. Is that one going to drop? It finally is for Ottawa. They're going to send the runner to third as Kygert, and she'll be safe standing up. Does decide to slide at the last minute, but runners at the corners with 2 outs as Fabian delivers the single.
A little bit of an inside-out swing there by Fabian and just enough strength to push it over the first baseman's head and into right field, and allowed Kygert to go all the way from first to third.
So Ottawa does get a hit. Their 3rd of the game. Bring to the plate Riley Newbold, who reached on an error in the 2nd. She reached base twice as she walked in the 1st. Runners in the corners, 2 outs in the 4th. Fastball's high to Newbold. 1-0.
And the Braves back to the top of the order.
Ball and no strikes. Kygert stands at third. Fabian at first. Braves trying to get some insurance here, leading 2-0. 1-0 to Newbold. To change up high. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to the leadoff hitter. Top of the Ottawa lineup. 2-0 delivery. Fastball right down the middle for a strike, 2-1.
Probably a good pitch to lay off there. That ball was on the outer half of the plate and low. Not much Newbold could do with that.
Newbold does have 12 RBI this year. In that Friends series, actually hit the go-ahead home run to give Ottawa the win in Game 2. So it does have some sneaky power. 2-1 pitch from Howard is going to be hit to left field. That ball is well struck, and it's just foul as it hits off the temporary fence.
Right on cue there. Clairvoyant.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners stay at the corners. I'm going to take a look at that ball as it did crash into the fence over there. That's not by any means a soft fence.
No.
And there's nothing that finishes it either. So anything in foul territory over there, you've got to be careful as an outfielder. All that open space to the right and the left. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, Ottawa up 2-0. Newbold against Howard. That one's low for ball 3. Howard going to pick up the rosin bag and walk to the back of the circle. Three-two on the way. Fastball going to hit to the right side. That's a base hit, and that could be extra bases. They're going to send Fabian home from third, and that ball is going to be cut off, and Fabian scores on the 2 RBI double by Riley Newbold to give Ottawa a 4-0 lead.
Just a good piece of hitting right there by Newbold. She was able to get the barrel on the ball and smash it into the right field corner, and that ball squirted away from the right fielder and allowed both runs to score and push the lead up.
And is that going to be it for Howard? It is, as Ottawa has extended it to a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. We'll have a new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO. Shelby Muller.
I'm not sure I do all the fun stuff exactly right.
I don't either. I know I'm not charting it correctly. So, it's all right.
Hey, I need it to tell a story. Who's on the mound? I did not even
Muller.
see. Who? Muller?
How long of a break did you do there?
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital.
Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
Hustle up, we've got 8 more floors to go before lunch.
Sarusha's window washing business is reaching new heights.
Wipe, and let's roll.
They need more certified cleaners to keep online reviews crystal clear.
Team, I know we're hustling, but watch for streaks. Candace, can you give me a hand over here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
We're in the top of the 5th. Apologies there as Shelby Muller got to the circle and threw just a couple pitches, and then they wanted to get underway again. So ground out from Justice Rodriguez. A bad break there, Matt, as it deflected off the glove of the third baseman. Was probably heading into left field, and it goes right to the shortstop, who throws out Rodriguez by a couple steps.
Yeah, just some tough luck there for sure. That ball was hit really hard. Not often you see the 5.63 put out for a single out.
That's right. It's exactly how it would go. So that ended Ottawa's inning, but they do score 2 runs on 2 hits, the 1 error, and then 1 left on base. The big hit there was the Newbold 2 RBI double.
And again, Braves come through with 2 outs in the inning.
Leading it off will be Gutierrez, followed by Kadim and Howard. The bottom of the St. Mary lineup to face off against Rasmussen. In the top of the 5th, Gutierrez singled in the 2nd inning and then able to take second on a wild pitch, but was left there.
Looks like the baseball game against Oklahoma Wesleyan Friends. Looks like top of the 5th, 7-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan.
1-0 from Kaysen. Chopped at the plate and foul, 1-1. Went off the top of the plate. They are motoring over there in baseball. So they did have about a 10-minute head start on this game over here.
Yep.
One delivery from Rasmussen, low, 2-1.
Looks like our other softball game might be tied at 1-1.
Game's in the 5th of the 6th from what I can tell. 2 balls and 1 strike here, nobody out. Top of the 5th. Braves leading 4-0 over St. Mary. 2-1 on the way from Rasmussen. Going to be hit to third, and Fabian going to have to make the throw, but the umpire says it went foul. Go 2-2 again.
Yeah, Fabian was able to pick that up in foul territory. Beautiful day here at Great Bend for sure. Great day for softball.
2-2 on the way. Going to be hit too short softly. Bunfield's going to have to charge it. Her throw is going to be in time on a sprawling effort by Copeland. And 1 down in the 5th. We've seen Bunfield, at times maybe rely on her arm a little too much. Tried to zip that one over sidearm, and now they're going to talk to first base coach to find out if her foot stayed on the bag or not. But Copeland full spread trying to keep a foot on the bag as that one was well off the line.
Copeland used all 5'10" of her frame and every bit of her glove to keep that on.
The umpire talking the St. Mary coaches right now to describe what he saw. So it is 1 down in the top of the 5th for the Spires. I'm going to bring up number 2, Abigail Kadim. Kadim, who battled Rasmussen back in the 2nd inning. That was the last out of the 2nd inning as she lined out to center field. Newbold laid out to make the grab to prevent the run for St. Mary. That one's chopped to third. Fabian able to keep it in play. Throw in time for out number 2.
Ball was beaten in the ground right to Fabian.
We'll have a pinch hitter as Howard is out of the game. She was taken out. Looks like maybe entirely out of the lineup as well, as it's actually going to be Muller who hits for her. So just a straight swap. Shelby Muller takes low for ball one. Muller took over on the mound for that last out of the fourth. A senior out of Santa Maria, California, transferred from Missouri Valley College. 1-0 from Kaysen, going to be hit right back to her, takes a couple steps back and makes the throw for the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Ottawa defensively in the fifth. They'll come to the plate leading 4-0 in the bottom half. Listen to Brave Softball on KOFO.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. While making funeral arrangements, we hear some of the most delightful stories. We hope you record those stories to pass down to future generations. Dangle & Son sets the standard in funeral service.
Summers in Kansas are hot. Is your air conditioner ready for that? Call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
Shelby Muller takes over on the mound, as we mentioned. We get to talk about her stats. She did get the last out of the inning. This is her 12th, or make that 17th appearance of the year. She has started 11 games. 6-4 on the season with 2 saves. 62 innings pitched, a 2.12 ERA. Giving up just 19 earned runs with 46 strikeouts to 23 walks. It's one thing that these pitchers for St. Mary don't do is walk batters. They've given up, let's see, final number for Howard as she finished with just 2 walks to Braves hitters who finally were able to connect on a couple in the last inning. Bottom of the fifth, Allison Carney leads it off. Second batter Muller faces, and Muller goes low for ball one to Carney, who singled in the third. .1-0 pitch right down the middle that Carney out in front of on a fastball, 1-1. Muller has a little bit of a skip as she comes off the, you kind of look at her release. Very much a fluid motion as she lets that one go.
A little more deceptive.
And Carney's going to call time. Step back out of the box. One pitch, rise ball high, 2-1. Conclusion of this one, we will try and get head coach Jay Can on for a quick chat. 2-1 delivery, rise ball high, 3-1. It's very interesting how it's, I don't even know how to explain it, how she kind of brings both feet together and they almost hop forward at the same time on that release.
Yeah, just a different look, different timing mechanism for Braves hitters to have to work against.
3-1 pitch, right down the middle and lifted high and foul out of play. Full count to the leadoff hitter in the fifth inning for Ottawa, Allison Carney. Carney 1 for 2. Again, calls time. Steps out as she did pop up to second base in the first inning. 3-2 on the way. Rise ball's high for ball 4. She earns the walk to lead off the fifth inning for the Braves, up by 4.
You know, that's a good job there by Carney to allow Braves hitters an opportunity to see Muller there, because they really only saw 1 pitch in the last inning before they were able to get out of off the field.
Brings up Madison Bunfill. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out. First pitch to her, rise ball high. 1-0 is Muller having some problems finding the strike zone right now. She 2-for-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season.
Muller's friends and families might be saying announcer jinx here.
1-0 delivery, a slider that curves all the way back in. First time we've seen that, and it's in there for a strike 1-1.
Well, had a lot of side English on it there. Kind of like your natural hook when you're bowling, right?
Right, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the easiest way to describe the release.
1-1 on the way, rise ball high, 2-1. Finally get a little bit of cloud cover today. Two balls and one strike. Nobody out. Runner at first for Ottawa. 2-2 pitch. That one's up above the eyes, and we know Madison. You don't have to tempt her twice on those pitches.
No.
She wants to put one over the real fence, not the temporary one out in center field.
Absolutely.
Just waiting for Muller to make a mistake to hit one out of the ballpark. 2-2 count. Pitch to Bunfill. Hit down the line and foul. Down the third base line. Just a little out in front of that slider from Muller.
The thing that's impressive about Bunfill is that she never gets cheated on the swing. I mean, she's going to let it rip.
Some of the Texas kids on this team aren't going to
No.
say that about Fabian quite often as well. 2-2 pitch, and she's going to strike out swinging on a changeup that landed my apologies, that
They're going to say foul tip.
it was foul tip. Apologies. So we're going to go one more time at 2-2. And it must have just skimmed the top of that bat.
Yes.
But she stays alive. One more pitch at least for Bunfill. And she's going to pop it up in the infield. The catch will not be made. It's nice effort by Kadim to come in the diving effort. Unable to make the grab.
St. Mary's defenders have shown time and time again today they're willing to lay out for any kind of possibility to get an out there.
2-2 count. Bunfill going to take changeup, and it's going to catch her on the leg. Hit by pitch. And now they're going to talk about it, see if Bunfill might have leaned into it a bit. I mean, it looked like it started out in the other batter's box. She tried to, Muller trying to go back to the slider, and it just stayed out wide.
Right.
Hard to tell if she leaned into it. Bunfill reaches on the hit by pitch, and runners at first and second for the Braves, and nobody out. And Coach can't always willing to continue to put the pedal down.
Exactly, here with nobody out in the fifth. Braves would like to pile on here if possible.
Hannah Copeland in the box for Ottawa has had a great day defensively, and she'll swing it one high. It's fouled back. It's 0-1. Copeland with a fly out to right and a line out to left field on a diving effort from Mick Williams that robbed one. Diaz will go out and talk to Muller.
Probably just reminding each other that a lot of times pitcher and catcher go to a second set of signs with a runner at second base, and since Muller's in the game and they didn't have a chance to work together, maybe just a quick reminder on that. Also talk about rotations for bunts. If the Braves do try to lay one down here.
No balls and one strike. Runners at first and second for Ottawa. Nobody down. And Copeland swings and pops it up behind home plate. It gets out of play, though. And we will go to 0-2. Balls and two strikes, nobody out. Make that bottom of the fifth inning. 0-2 to Copeland. Rise ball that she checks her swing. And she did not go around. It's going to go to 1-2. Muller definitely leans heavily on that rise ball to try and get hitters to chase. One-two delivery. Copeland's going to pop one behind home plate, and it does get out of play. So staying at 1-2.
Good battle here with Copeland and Muller.
Carney at second, Bunfill at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. Ottawa up 4-0, trying to add to it. 1-2 from Muller. And that one's chopped at the plate, and I think it went off the foot of Copeland. She's gonna have to walk this one off a little bit. She just kind of beat it into the turf that time.
Copeland all conference performer as well, I believe. Might have been mistaken.
And she's going to chop one at the plate again. Foul tips. At Copeland, who was honorable mention on KCAC this year. Forgot to mention Jake Hant was named the coach of the year.
Congratulations.
As well for Ottawa. Copeland takes high for ball two. It's 2-2 as Kant, second straight season. He was named coach of the year, 6th in his career. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Copeland. 2-2 delivery high, and she'll strike out for the first out of the inning.
Muller, like you said, really relying on that rise ball.
Bring up Kelsey Kippis with one down in the bottom of the fifth. There's really one swing away from opening this one up. Kippis reached on an error, came around to score in the second, and had one taken away in the 7th inning on another diving effort by McWilliams in left. One-0 delivery is low, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. One down in the bottom of the fifth. Kippis chops one foul. Kygert makes a really good play in the on-deck circle. Probably not advised by her coaches to reach out and catch it with a bare hand like that, but she's got gloves on, so
that's right.
I think that's just the natural movement of a catcher a lot of times too.
Absolutely, just instincts.
1-1 delivery. 2-1 delivery is going to be chopped to third. They're going to go to first base to get Kippis as the runners do move up to second and third. That one will go down as 5-3. But Ottawa with 2 runners in scoring position with 2 out. Brings up Julian Kygert. 0 for 1, but did reach on an error in the 4th. Came around to score on that 2 RBI double by Riley Newbold. First pitch to Kygert, going to be lifted to center field, but the second baseman able to drift back on it and make the grab as Ottawa unable to take advantage of 2 on with nobody out as they do leave 2 stranded going to the 6th inning. Listen to Braves softball on KOFO.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank. Ready to help. Equal housing lender.
Local radio continues to stand out among all audio platforms. Why? Because local radio broadcasters are one of you. Members of the community who see, care about, and understand what's going on in our hometowns. Local radio supports businesses and schools while also providing breaking news and weather, plus local events coverage and entertainment. Staying connected to our communities is at the heart of what we do. Trusted, accessible, free. Kansas broadcasters remain focused on you.
4-0 Ottawa. Top of the 6th inning for the Spires. 9-1-2 of Diaz, Ray, and Foz will come to the plate. Line currently for the Spires, no runs, 1 hit, 4 errors. For the Braves, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Rasmussen ready to go. Rasmussen onto the rubber. First pitch, strike at the knees to Diaz. 0-1. Rasmussen 4 strikeouts and 1 walk.
Rasmussen has been very effective today in the circle.
0-1 delivery. It's going to be chopped to third. Fabian on a couple hops makes the throw. Route number 1.
Casey, I think you would agree. You can see Braves fielders are kind of begin to figure out the turf here a little bit.
5th put out for Sierra Fabian. Field is definitely getting worked down a little bit. Go back to the top with Ray, and she chases one out of the zone, but gets a piece of it and fouls it back. 0-1. Ray has reached base twice, but has not recorded an official at bat yet, as she reached on a walk in the first and a fielder's choice in the third. One pitch is going to be lifted to left center. It's going to be a tough play for Bunfill, and she's going to be called off by Cerna, and the runner's going to get to second as it drops. And Cerna fell awkwardly and left. Running back on it, and the Spiders able to get a runner on the error by Ottawa.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that was a case of Bunfill and Cerna kind of getting mixed up on who was calling it.
Give it on Cerna. She was the one who ended up trying to make the grab in the end.
Yep, absolutely.
Looked like Bunfill was trying to find where the outfield grass was. But St. Mary's gets a runner on with 1 out in the 6th. Rasmussen against Foz starts her off with a fastball for a strike, 0-1. That's the 2nd error of the game for the Braves.
Yeah, and in that situation, you know, the outfielder coming in always has the right of way over the infielder backing up.
0-1 from Kaysen. Lifted to left field. Cerna's going to come in, makes the grab, force out number 2. So she bounces right back. McWilliams, who's 0 for 2, but has had back-to-back really good at-bats against Rasmussen as far as driving up the pitch count. First pitch to her low for ball 1. Rodriguez gets it and digs it out of the turf. Keep the runner from advancing to third. So it's 1-0.
Looks like St. Mary might have somebody warming up. It was number 24, Allie Cox. Not sure if she's coming in for Muller or not, but
1-0 from Rasmussen. Rise ball that McWilliams can't lay off of. It's fouled over towards the St. Mary dugout. I think that ball actually got stuck up above the dugout over on that right side. Didn't come down. 1-1. Standing at second base, reaching on that error was Ray. 1-1 from Kaysen. Goes with the changeup, misses outside, 2-1. another baseball flies over the top of the dugout. It's 2-1 to McWilliams. As Thompson stands on deck, the cleanup hitter. Rasmussen ready to deliver the 2-1, and it's going to be chopped to her. This is going to be a tough play, and that ball is going to be fair, and everyone's safe. Not a whole lot I think Kaysen was going to be able to do there. That had a ton of backspin on it.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Just off the end of the bat, hit the outer rim of the circle, and then just spun right back to the line down the third base side.
Probably worth scoring a hit.
And Ray moves up to third. Runners at the corners for the cleanup hitter, Thompson. And things could change rapidly here for St. Mary with one swing by Thompson, who leads this team in RBI with 24. First pitch to her is outside, 1-0. 2 down, top of the sixth. Thompson is grounded in the infield twice, both ground outs. One in the second and one in the fourth. 1-0 on the way from Rasmussen. Fastball down the middle for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, I like that pitch there by Rasmussen. Really challenged the hitter.
Two-0 pitch from Rasmussen. Called a strike, 2-1, and thought he originally called that a strike on the second pitch, but he called it high, so it is 2-1. Thought it was 1-2. Scoreboard says 2-1, but I thought I just saw him signal 1-2.
It is 1-2.
So it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rasmussen looking for one more strike to get out of this inning. Delivery from Kaysen. Misses outside. The runner's going to go down to second, and safe at second base is McWilliams. And runners at second and third with 2 outs now for the Spires.
So yeah, it should be 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for St. Mary. Ottawa leading 4-0 in the top of the sixth. Two on the way. It's going to hit right back up the middle, but Rasmussen snags it out of the air to prevent the single. That'll take us to the bottom of the sixth as St. Mary leaves 2 on the base paths. You're listening to Ottawa Softball on KOFO.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Kaysen Rasmussen prevents St. Mary getting on the scoreboard on a scorcher back to the mound. She snags out of the air to keep St. Mary as that would have scored 2. As McWilliams, really good speed at second base, but keeps the score 4-0. And Matt, I think one of our games has gone final. Did not see what that score was, and I'd have to have our producer pass that along to us. As didn't see what the final was over there between Avila and Oklahoma Wesleyan. It's the matchup, 2-7 matchup there. Do it for Ottawa. Cerna, Fabian, and Newbold. First pitch at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Cerna walked in the second, came around to score, and lined out to right on a ball that looked like it was destined for the right center gap. Making that play in right, Ray. And we already have our first upset of the tournament. Avila defeating Oklahoma Wesleyan 4-1.
Oklahoma
That's a
Wesleyan
7/2 seed.
really on a skid.
1-1 pitch is high, 2-1. But Avila did this last year, Matt. They were the 5-6 seed that ended up making a run all the way to the championship.
Right, they made Bethany sweat.
2-1 delivery, and this one's popped up in the infield by Cerna. The second baseman calling off the shortstop Wimbush as Gutierrez makes the grab for out number 1 in the 6th. And credit to Shelby Muller coming in. She had a little issue with her command to start out in that 5th inning, got out of a jam there, and is retired 4 straight. First pitch to Fabian is chopped foul towards the Ottawa dugout. Sierra 1 for 2, singled in the 4th, came around to score. The Walls 1 strike, 1 out. The 1 delivery is lifted hard towards the Ottawa dugout and off the netting in front of it. 0-2.
Just out front on that off-speed pitch. Fabian hammers the ball off the netting over the third base dugout.
1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Braves at the plate leading 4-0. 0-2 pitch is high, 1-2. It's Fabian laying off that rise ball. One-two pitch, rise ball high, 2-2. Third baseman has been active today. I was trying to count up all the putouts she's had. She has 5 total on a field that Ottawa's never played on. So, and she is not one of the errors today. 2-2 pitch. She's going to strike out on a fastball that just got by her too quick. 2 down in the 6th for Newbold. And a pitching change to face Newbold. And that's going to be number 24, Allie Cox. So a pitching change here in Great Bend as Braves will turn it over to the top of the lineup when we come back. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Kansas High School Sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Allie Cox will step onto the mound, making her 20th appearance. She is 0-5 on the year with a 4.68 ERA, 29 earned runs, 16 walks, and 12 strikeouts. First pitch to Newbold, going to be called a strike just at the knees. 0-1. Oh, 0-1 delivery, rise ball high, 1-1.
Cox, a tall pitcher on the mound for the Spires.
1-1 delivery, going to be chopped to third. A nice play by the third baseman, Kadim, and she'll make the throw in plenty of time. Braves looking for 3 outs to move on into the KCAC tournament. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. The education assistance I received made it possible for me to be the first person in my family to go to school and graduate debt-free. That education helped get me to the first day at my dream job, a job that I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job, plus the other benefits possible from the Army National Guard, helped me become a first-time homeowner. Also, part of my role as a National Guard soldier means I know that I can be one of the first to respond and help my community if disaster ever strikes. I'm extremely proud that I get to serve my community, and that first step I took by joining the Army National Guard has made all the difference in my life. Talk to your local recruiter or visit NationalGuard.com to find out what firsts are available to you in the Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Top of the 7th, Braves leading 4-0 over the St. Mary Spires in the first round of the KCAC tournament. Due up for St. Mary, Giordano, Gutierrez, and Kadem. St. Mary really threatened in the 6th inning as they got runners to second and third with 2 outs. And Rasmussen able to take one away on that line drive to keep them from scoring. They've started to hit it. Get a little bit of confidence as they're seeing here for the 4th time today.
Yeah, no, you're right there, Casey. And as you know, Spire hitters have gotten better at bats and drawn out more pitches from Rasmussen.
Kaysen starts out with a changeup inside, just missing off the plate. 1-0 to Giordano, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. From Rasmussen, hit to second. That's going to be a base hit as it gets by Carney. And Giordano earned St. Mary's 2nd hit of the game. Actually make that their 3rd hit of the game. And Giordano, I believe, is going to get a pinch runner. Yes, she is. It'll be number 12, Tatiana Halupa, a 5'4" freshman out of Topeka. Gutierrez is 1 for 2. She singled in the 2nd and grounded to short in the 5th. 1 on, nobody out, top of the 7th. St. Mary at the plate. This one's going to be hit to short. Bunfield going to go to Carney for 1. Can they get 2? Just misses. Gutierrez with good speed, able to beat it out, but Ottawa does get the lead runner and the first out of the inning.
Good job by Bunfield there to make sure to get the sure out with Carney at 2nd. At this point, Braves are looking for just outs.
And another pinch hitter, or pinch runner, excuse me. It's going to be number 10, Isabel McCarty. She's going to pinch run for Gutierrez.
Maybe some mixed feelings here for McCarty from Ottawa, Kansas.
5'6" sophomore. She'll pinch run at first base. Kadem at the plate, and the shortstop takes a changeup at the knees for a strike. 0-1. One down, top of the 7th. Spires with 1 at first. 0-1 delivery. Back to the changeup, and that's a base hit to the left side. It goes between 3rd and short. And St. Mary has something going with 1 down in the 7th.
Good job by.
And now Allie Cox will hit actually in that pitcher's spot. So Cox, the freshman, is hitting .205, 3 home runs and 8 RBI. She's going to chop one at the plate foul. 0-1. Cox, the freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma. Runners at first and second, one out, top of the seventh. And back to the fastball, gets it by her, 0-2.
Rasmussen looked like she had a little extra on that fastball.
So she goes to the sinker, try and get two. Showing bunt is Cox with 2 strikes. 0-2 delivery, misses just low, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. One down in the top of the seventh. 1-2 delivery from Kaysen is low, and that ball is going to go behind Rodriguez, and the runners move up to second and third. Just turned the glove the wrong direction that time, Matt, as it got off of her wrist and behind her.
Yep, no, you're exactly right.
2-2 count. Runners at second and third now for St. Mary. Two from Kaysen, going to be chopped towards third, and Fabian going to get the out at first, but St. Mary on the scoreboard as Gutierrez scores from third, and it's a 4-1 ball game, but 2 down in the inning.
Good job there by Fabian to take the sure out. No reason to try to make a play at the plate and risk.
We'll have a pinch hitter for Diaz. It's going to be Delaney Hess, a junior, who is hitting .237, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Hess is a 5'6" junior from Burlington. Braves leading the Spires 4-1, 2 down in the top of the seventh. Braves looking to put this one away with 1 more out. First pitch to Hess, fastball at the knees, misses outside, 1-0.
One thing you can say for sure here, the Spires are not making it easy on the Braves here in the bottom of the seventh, or top of the seventh.
.1-0 from Rasmussen, chopped at the plate, foul, 1-1. Talk about Kaysen kind of going back, getting a little bit more on those last couple fastballs. Kadim standing at third for the Spires. Have already scored 1 in the inning. Had 2 hits. 1-1 delivery from Kaysen, low, 2-1. That RBI by Allie Cox was her 9th of the season. And just her 45th plate appearance. Credit to the Spires. Their pitchers have hit the whole game.
They have.
2-1 delivery from Kaysen. Outside and high, ball 3. And a walk here would put the tying run to the plate potentially if the pinch hitter could reach. Delaney Hess. 3-1 delivery. Right down the heart of the plate, 3-2. Braves looking for 1 more strike to put this one away. (3-2), 2 outs, top of the seventh. And this one's popped to the right side. Copeland over, makes the grab. And Ottawa advances in the KCAC tournament as they win their first round matchup against St. Mary 4-1. We will take a break. You're listening to Ottawa Braves softball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Food insecurity is a year-round issue for many families. The Ottawa community has set up several blessing boxes around town to receive your donations of food, cold weather accessories, hygiene products, and other much-needed items that will make the lives of our underserved neighbors a little easier. Please consider making regular monthly donations to the boxes or bring items to ECAN and Hope House for distribution. When we all help, we all benefit.
This message brought to you as a public service from your friends at KOFO.
If you're a propane customer, make sure your propane system is operating safely by having it inspected by a qualified service technician. If you've run out of propane or had an interruption of service, your propane supplier is required to test your propane system to ensure that it is leak-free and safe. Each family member should know what propane smells like and what to do in the event of a gas leak. Call your propane supplier for additional information. This message brought to you by this station and the Kansas Propane Education and Research Council, Greg Knoll, Executive Director.
Welcome back. Final score, Ottawa 4, St. Mary 1, as Ottawa wins their first round matchup over the 8-seeded Spires. They will await the winner of the game following us between McPherson and Kansas Wesleyan. That's a 4-5 matchup. They will play at 5 p.m. here on this field, as we will get the headset to Jay Cant here in just a second, as Ottawa improves on the year to 33-11-1, as we'll get the headset on Coach Cant, as the win goes to Kaysen Rasmussen as she picks up win number 19 on the year. It's Jay, just kind of your initial thoughts. A 4-1 win. We already saw one upset today as Oklahoma Wesleyan falls to Avila. You knew you were going to get your best from St. Mary, and they made some tremendous plays defensively to take away some runs for your team.
They did. I really kind of thought, especially early in the game, I mean, both teams were just knocking off some rust. You know, we haven't played since last Saturday. They hadn't played since, I think, last Tuesday. And you can see some of that rust. I mean, I think the hitters the timing was off a little bit. And, you know, we had some opportunities, and we actually hit the ball. Man, what they make about 3 or 4 diving plays, and a great play by the third baseman to knock it down to where shortstop could to make a throw. So you got to tip your hat to them that they made some plays that kept it a closer ball game than what it could have been.
Riley Newbold coming up with the 2 RBI double to put it at 4-0. But again, we talked about it over the last 3 weeks, 2-out hitting for your team again, coming through with that big double from Riley. And most people don't realize how sneaky of the power that she has, as that ball was driven deep into right field. The pitch before that, a foul ball that looked like could have been a home run. But again, she just continued to gain more and more confidence this year.
Yeah, you know, kind of joked with her, like, you know, left field line wasn't good enough, so you decided to go down the right field line. But, you know, but that's a sign somebody's seen that when they, you know, can see the ball on the inside half and rip a ball just foul down the left field line, then, you know, they come back with the ball on the outer edge. And, you know, she drives a double that scores 2 down the right field line. So, you know, we've done it all year. You know, we don't make anything easy. And, you know, but we're good enough with 2 outs. We don't just, we got 2 outs, let's fold, get ready for the next. Now we battle, and you know, that's kind of been our MO all year. Like, you do have to get 3. We're not an offensive juggernauts by any means, but we can hurt you 1 through 9, and you got to get the 3rd out. You know, I mean, I don't know what our stats on the splits are with 2-out RBIs, but shoot, it seems like every time we score is when we have 2 outs. So, you know, give our players some credit for battling, you know, and not going down easy, even though there's 2 outs on the line there.
We're going to see you again at 5 o'clock against the winner of the upcoming McPherson-Kansas Wesleyan game. Kind of an awkward time. You only have 3 hours to kind of get something to eat and get back to the field before you start. What's kind of got to be the mindset, and what are you going to do to kind of get the team, you know, back locked in with only a 3-hour break?
You know, we're kind of used to that. We've played some tournaments early, and we do that for this reason right here. And, you know, we'll probably give them something small to eat because, you know, it is 3 hours. And we don't want to, you know, them to have too much and not be ready to go. But it's about getting them and understanding that we've got to be ready, because either one that wins from McPherson or Kansas Wesleyan, the crazy part is they both give you different problems. You know, so you got to be, you know, you can't just spend the next 3 hours thinking about one way to win the next ball game, because they're both give you unique issues. And you know, we got to be ready. You know, myself and I'm sure the coaches and players, after they get something quick to eat, we'll get back here and we'll watch and try to put a little bit of a game plan. We've already got a game plan kind of ready anyway, you know, because we got all of our scouting reports here. And but, you know, it'll be kind of that quick update to them, reminders to them. But, you know, we got to come back and be locked in, because, you know, we're the only team fortunate enough to be down here that isn't worried about their season, their careers ending in the next 2 or 3 days. Everybody else is playing for their lives and their careers and things like that. So we got to make sure we're ready to be at our best versus whoever, because both these teams are good enough to beat us.
Jay, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck this afternoon at 5.
Thank you very much.
We're going to give the headset back to Matt Kincaid and get his final thoughts before we send it back to the station for a couple hours as we'll bring Matt in. Again, Kason Rasmussen only giving up the 1 run on 4 hits, then the 2 errors defensively. But playing on a new surface, no team in this tournament has played on this surface. Jed's fairly new. Got some weird bounces at times, but Ottawa didn't let that kind of turn into a 2, 3, 4 run inning defensively, and we're able to get the win 4-1.
No, they really did a nice job there. And you're always going to have a ball that's going to take a weird bounce or a play that's going to happen. But can you stay in the moment and stay with it and keep grinding out the inning and avoid the crooked number on the scoreboard? And that was key today. And the Braves have to feel good about it. I mean, they've got the first opening game jitters out of their way. They're in a routine. They're back in the field after having to wait a couple days because of the weather. So it looks promising, and hopefully they'll stay focused to come out and give another great effort at 5 o'clock today.
That will wrap up our coverage here for the first game of the day. We'll be back around 5 o'clock for Game 2 as Ottawa will take on either Kansas Wesleyan or McPherson. And then remember, at 7:30, we'll have that opening game for Ottawa University Braves baseball. Number 13 ranked Braves will take on, as of right now, Oklahoma Wesleyan up 7-2 in the top of the 7th inning, as that could be a tremendous matchup later this evening at 7:30. For Casey Weeder and Matt Kincaid, and for Larson, Johnson, and him, Chinola, back at the station. I want to thank everyone for listening. We'll see you at 5 o'clock as Ottawa wins it 4-1, and they move on in the KCAC tournament. You've been listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves Softball on KOFO. Our coverage is brought to you by Quality Structures, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Brave Softball on KOFO is also brought to you by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, and Arvest Bank. For more information about our OU Brave sports broadcast, visit the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO sports calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
It's time for Farm News, brought to you by the Franklin County Farm Bureau Association at 112 West 17th in South Ottawa.
Kansas Agriculture Network Markets.
Good day, everyone. I'm Greg Akagi. As we look into the markets, things quiet as far as the feedlots are concerned. We'll get further updates on that coming up here in just a bit. Choice weights on the box beef trade down 48 cents at $254.70 on a run of 60 choice and select loads. Cash hog trade, Iowa Southern Minnesota cash market, no market report on the carcass trade as well. All right, with analysis as to what's going on in the livestock market, here's Tom Leffler of Leffler Commodities.
Well, we have seen two-sided trading today in our cattle complex. Most of the upside has been in our feeder cattle because of the downside in the grain, and our live cattle have been mostly on the negative side today. Now, we have seen so far the 5 area feed yards have moved like 92,000 head of cattle, a very good movement considering last week we moved over 100. I think it was over 110,000. So we continue to see good movement out there. The problem is most of the cattle moved in the Southern Plains are still in that 140 area. Now, box beef was 48 cents lower on choice at mid-morning, 62 higher on selects on a total movement of 60 loads. Now, our hog market's been interesting. Yesterday, we gapped to the upside, closed strong to the upside. Today, we gapped to the downside, and we are trading with triple-digit losses.
At the Merck, June cattle down 70 at 133.07. August down 52 at 135.50. May feeders are down 35, 159.97. August up 107 at 175.45. In the hog market, May lean hogs are down 85 points at 101.95. And June is down 282 at 104.25. You're listening to the Kansas Ag Network. We're joined now by Ty Gerlitz, field sales rep with Bayer. Ty, what are sorghum growers experiencing now, and what should they be expecting?
Right now, sorghum growers should probably be getting their DeKalb sorghum purchased to make sure they can cure the top varieties. And as we continue to stay dry across the large area, I could see even more acres of sorghum being planted this next year. So as a grower, I would be locking down the sorghum varieties as quick as possible. The next thing they should probably be doing is starting to think about their chemical program. Did the program they used last year work, or do they need to tweak and make some changes to it to have more success this year? Growers can visit with their local retailers. They can contact a Bayer rep like myself, or they can go visit our website, which is www.cerealexperts.com.
Which is your reliable source for solutions to the challenges growers face with sorghum. You'll find the right products along with learning opportunities to help you have a successful season from start to finish. Stay connected at cerealexperts.com. With analysis as to what's going on in the grain market, let's go to Tom Leffler of Leffler Commodities.
The grain markets, mostly double-digit losses for corn and soybeans today. The wheat market has been on both sides of unchanged, as we have seen July Chicago and Kansas City wheat make new highs for the move to the upside here lately, but they've also been trading on the downside, and there's no true direction. I think we got a market that's nervous as they look at what's going on in the equity markets, but our equity markets have came off their lows of the session.
Kansas City wheat, May up 1 1/4, 11.67. July 9.5, 11.76 1/2 in Chicago. July wheat up 6 1/2. May corn down 15 1/4, 7.88 1/2. December down 27.18 1/2. May soybeans down 17 1/4. November down 19 1/2, 14.72. This is the Kansas Ag Network.
Are you a Kansas college student considering a career in broadcasting? Well, listen up. If in the fall you'll be entering your junior or senior year at a Kansas 4-year college or your sophomore year at a Kansas 2-year college and are enrolled in a broadcast program, you may qualify for a scholarship from the Kansas Association of Broadcasters. Application deadlines May 1st. For details, go to kab.net and click on Student Services. Sponsored by the member stations of the Kansas Association of Broadcasters.
As far as crude oil is concerned, it is currently up $2.27 at $110.53 a barrel. Gas futures up about 10.5 cents. At Wall Street, the Dow is down about 49 points. The Nasdaq is down 42. S&P 500 down about 5. And that is a check of the markets. You're listening to the Kansas Agriculture Network.
In August of 2021, the Hobbs Family Farm and the Lindell Beecham Family Farm were recognized by the Franklin County Farm Bureau Association as Centennial Farms. In addition, the Harley and Janet Browers Family Farm and the Britt Jack Gilmore Family Farm have been recognized as sesquicentennial farms for being in the same family for 150 years or more. If you're a member of the Farm Bureau in Kansas, you can nominate your farm for Century or Sesquicentennial Farm Program by May 15th. Just call 785-242-4130 today.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's.
Today's topic, deals on Mother's Day gifts.
Moms are the best.
And deserve the best, which is why I went to Kohl's and got Nike tees for under $30, jewelry for just $19.99, and slippers for under $17.
Leave it to you to find all the savings.
What can I say? Like mother, like daughter. Did I mention you can get an extra 15% off or even more with a Kohl's card?
Your mom would be so proud.
Select styles, Nike sale ends May 8th. Coupons do not apply. 15% offer ends May 15th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Shop discount days at Thrifftopia. No, it's not a one-time event. Discount days run throughout the week, highlighting themed specials for each day. Save on books during Read More Mondays, or flip a coin to receive 5% or $5 off your total furniture purchase. Follow us on Facebook to learn about our special Wacky Weekend sales and other discount days. New items come in daily, so shop often, because you never know what you'll find at Thrifftopia. 2210 South Princeton Circle Drive in Ottawa.
The Ottawa Area Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit organization comprised of more than 300 local businesses, organizations, professionals, and individuals. The Chamber promotes development, acts as an ambassador for community affairs, and is a sounding board for entrepreneurial ideas. Through their Chamber coffees, ribbon cuttings, and sponsorships of community events, the Chamber coordinates the efforts of commerce, industry, and professionals, strengthening and maintaining a sound and healthy business climate in Ottawa and Franklin County. To find out more or to join the Ottawa Area Chamber of Commerce, visit ottawakansas.org.
Hi, Betty Berzer here with Reese Nichols Town & Country Realty. As a seniors real estate specialist, I've received extensive training in helping buyers and sellers in the 50-plus age bracket. Bet on Betty to make the transaction and the transition less stressful and more successful. I'm Betty Berzer, your seniors real estate specialist, and I'm here to help. Give me a call at 785-418-5701 and let's get started.
When you're struggling to care for a loved one suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, it can feel like there's nowhere to go for help. Well, now there is with the opening of the new Rock Creek Care Home in Ottawa. With a fully trained staff, your loved one can live in a beautiful residential home with a large outdoor space. They'll enjoy home-cooked meals and the Abilities Care approach, which focuses on what they can do, not what they can't. For more information about Rock Creek Care Home, call 785-766-2291. Rock Creek of Ottawa. You're the reason we're here.
All right, here we go now. Auction's on. My name is Daryl Stottlemyre, owner and auctioneer with Eastern Kansas Auction Barn and a real estate agent with Reese Nichols Town & Country Realty. Well, I've been a realtor since 2004. Now the market is very strong, but still you got to have the knowledge to get the process to go through smoothly as possible. If you're interested in selling your home, whether it's in town or in the country, call me, Daryl Stottlemyre, at 785-241-0208.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
helpful.
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
This is a hideaway storm shelter. Get yours at Trindle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
On Cue, downtown Ottawa's new destination for billiards, beverages, including beer on tap, live music, darts, and more. On Cue is open to all ages, Tuesday through Saturday, 6 p.m. till 1 a.m. 111 North Main Street, downtown Ottawa, next to the bridge. Make your break for On Cue.
This is Ryan Disbrow, your State Farm agent in Garnett, and I'm proud to be the title sponsor of Royals Baseball on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
KOFO 1220.